Abort mission. Ooh, you have a dragon armlet too. Nice. Let's give him a curse ring. Why not? What could go wrong? Curse Ring ups all of your stats, but gives you death sentence. Which can be abused in a couple different ways. If you use Death Force, it will protect you when the death sentence goes off. If you put added effect Odin in your armor, it'll protect you. Isn't there an item in here? It's not a percent, it's flat. Can't reach it. Where's Vincent? He's taller. I forget what the flat is, but it's pretty good. There you go. Plus 35 strength and magic, plus 15 vitality, spirit, dexterity, plus 10 luck. Which is really good. Yeah, you just spam it. You know what? I'm curious. I forget what it is. Isn't it like an... It's not an elixir, is it? Oh, Mega Elixir. Freaking yes. See this picture. Oh yeah, better version. Do you know that Emerald can be fought whenever you want? Just wrong warp to his battle ID. Easy. Beat him level 1. Like a boss. You know, I thought about equipping sneak gloves, and then I was like, nah. Now I'm kind of like, eh. Maybe I should have. Also starting to think that the curse rings were a bad idea. Not the smartest idea. This guy has so much health! Alright, listen. This might not have been the best idea. I'll be honest. Not my best moment. I thought he'd be dead. I was wrong. Oh my god! Alright. My bad. This is one of the best enemies in the game to grind. They give you dragon scales, and they also give you a ton of gil. And they're also really easy. But they have a lot of health. I don't know where I'm going. I still don't know where I'm going. What's worse than an elephant with no shirt on? A hippo bottomless. Alright. I like that one. First good one of the day. The hardest part about making this mod, honestly, was just not making it myself. Which sounds weird. But I made the mistake of, like, making it at the same time as someone else was helping. So, like, me and Suna made this together. And he did a lot of the coding, but I did some of it as well. And it was hard to, like, take both of our codes and make it work. Like, if one of us would have done it, it would have gone a lot better. And for now on, I'm pretty much always going to do it that way. Because with this game, with how sensitive the code is, it can be really frustrating trying to take two different F-level files and put them together in a way that doesn't just break everything. So, like, 99% of the problems that we had, like the battery issue and everything else, it wasn't because the code was wrong. It was because he had one thing, I had another thing, and when we would put it together, it broke stuff. So, you might think, like, oh, this mod was really hard to code because we had all these issues when it first came out, and I had to patch it, like, 3 times. But that wasn't because of the mod itself. It was because of the way we made it, so I learned a lot of lessons that way. But in terms of this actual mod, it was pretty easy. Like, once Suna made the code that removes stuff, that was, like, the hardest part. After that, it was, like, just put it everywhere we need it. And like I said, I thought the balancing would be the hardest part. But it wasn't. It just kind of balanced itself. Every section was just like, oh, this ends up being balanced. Like, you know, the Shinra HQ I thought would be impossible because you had to fight the elevator bosses and then Rufus and then Motorball all together. And I was like, there's no way you can do this on Scavenger. You don't have enough healing. Like, there's no way. But it just so happens that the third class soldier guys morph into bolt plumes, which makes it 1,000 times easier. So the mod just kind of accidentally balanced itself in a way that worked out. There we go. Now Sid's doing damage. Yeah, this game you just can't. It's too touchy. You screw with one thing and everything breaks down. So if I do one thing one way and Suna does it another way, it's going to end up blowing up everything at the end of the day. Nice. Yeah, so I'd love to pat myself on the back and be like, you know, back in the day I knew nothing about coding, and now I'm like this coding monster who can go into Final Fantasy VII and code my own mod. I'm such a genius. But, I'm not. This game is pretty stupid proof to mod, because the whole game is built like an HTML document. So if you've taken even the most rudimentary coding class, you could probably mod this game. It's built like a giant if-then statement. So, you know, the very first thing you learn in coding class, because I went to school for computer science, and then I ended up changing my major later, but I took 2 years of computer science, so I took like the rudimentary coding classes, and then like one of the more high-leveled ones. But in that first class, I learned everything I needed to know to mod this game, because you learn about HTML, and you learn about if-then statements, and you learn basic coding structure, and that's literally all you need to know, because this game is built like a giant web page almost. If you made a custom MySpace page, you could probably mod this game, yeah. I mean, there's small things that you have to learn, but, you know, I had help from people that had already modded the game before to help me figure it all out. But the actual core of, like, I need to do this, how do I get it to work, is pretty simple. Would you do a Final Fantasy game between 1 and 6 blind while chat tells you which buttons to press? No. No, that would be a disaster. We did do Celeste blindfolded that way, and it was pretty fun. But, an RPG wouldn't be the same. You'd just be stuck in menus all the time. It wouldn't be fun. I thought about doing Chapter 2, but Chapter 2 would be incredibly difficult. Because of the battle in clones. We can't slowly make our way across the screen blindfolded because the battle in clones will kill you. So that throws a wrench in everything. Yo, Cayman, thank you so much for the 15 months. Appreciate it, man. I honestly think Blind Summit might be easier than Blind Chapter 2. Like, honestly, just because of the way the mechanics work. And Blind Hotel would also be impossible because of the cycles. Why do I do this every time? I walk up here like somehow I'm gonna sleep without talking to her first. You check something real fast. You know, 300 gil a night does seem kind of steep for the first town in the game. They're playing us. Alright, what else do we need for Junon? I do have a Mega Elixir, which is nice, and an X Potion. I feel like I'm gonna need more healing, though. So this section is really difficult because Carry Armor is a big jerk. And not only is Carry Armor a big jerk, but the ways that you cheese Carry Armor are impossible. The easiest cheese for Carry Armor is Magic Hammer, and we can't get Magic Hammer because we don't have Manipulate. So we have to deal with Lapis Laser, which is one of the strongest attacks in the game, and will completely delete us. Picking up the Aurora Armlet might be a good idea. But I think we might be able to do it with what we have. I just need more healing. I think... No, we don't lose equipment yet until Diamond Weapon. Well, I know one thing I'd like to get. I gotta remember if there's anything... I gotta remember what I did in the beta test for potions. I thought there was a place I got X potions, but I can't remember where it was. No, I have not seen the new trailer. It went up, like, right before I started stream. I don't know if I'll watch it if it's just gameplay of the start. I'm into watching the trailers because it's what Square wants to show us to get hyped. But gameplay, I'm just going to see when I get the game in 2 months. So I don't know if I'm going to watch that or not. Yeah, I mean, if it's just the opening, I can wait until the game comes out. That kind of ruins the opening, the fun of seeing it for the first time when you play the game. But I'm not surprised they released it. Oh, what is this garbage? I don't even know what I just used that magic breath on. I hope it's not us. Okay. We're good. And see, like, when the remake was first announced and they were dropping trailers, I was trying to watch them as soon as I could so I could talk about them and stuff, but now, you know, we've been over it. We've been over what we all think. I made the history video, so now, like, I don't need any more to talk about. I'm so glad I made that history video because now I feel like I'm completely done with the pre-remake. You know what I mean? The pre-remake phase is done. Now we just wait for the game. That'd be cool if we could, like, steal stuff. We're like 30 levels above where we're supposed to be. Can we just steal things without the stupid glove? I don't think Final Fantasy VII will be delayed again, but I said that the first time, so. I am on record saying that March would be definitely the release date, so you never know with Square. Don't forget, the first time they announced that the remake could potentially be a thing was 2002, so. Granted, they quickly went back on it, but technically, the first time they talked about it was 2002, so. Never forget Daikatana. How many tranks do I have? Okay, that's enough. Alright, what should we do for potions? Oh, you know what? I think I remember. I think the boys in Wutai have potions. Yeah, the guys that curl up. So here you go. If you need X potions in your playthrough, go to Wutai. Also, we could do the Wutai side quest, but I don't see much of a reason to. I'm not gonna get anything I want. Actually, I could get a weapon. How am I on the beach? Actually, doesn't he have, Ooh. How is this the beach? I disagree. Wow, the Adamant Bangle is really good. But not really that great for carry armor. Is E3 big enough for them to delay the Final Fantasy VII Remake? No. There would be no reason to do that. They've already shown it at E3 like 9 times. What would showing it again at an E3 do? Plus, Sony's not even going to E3, so it would just be Square alone being like, hey, we got stuff. Check it out. Oh, the spirals near Medial. Why was I thinking they were near Wutai? You're right. It's in Medial, but not Forest, right? They would not delay it for PS5. Are you kidding me? They would have to, like, redo stuff. I do think that it might get re-released for PS5, though. At some point, in some way. Even if it's like a collection with the second game or something. Oh wait, is it the desert area? No, I think they appear here too. I think. I forget what these guys give. Something dumb. What's after Scavenger mod? I talked about it a bit earlier. I don't know yet, but probably something small, so we can quickly move to the remake. I have two ideas in mind. One of them is a playthrough of an old RPG, and the other is another Final Fantasy VII mod. I have to decide which one I want to do. I'm leaning towards the Final Fantasy VII mod. But we'll see. These guys hurt so much. Oh, they give trinks. Mouth fix mod. That's the one. New threat, Necrosis, HP to MP, Cloud Solo, Scavenger, Blindfolded. That's the one. That would go by really quick. That would go by in just a few days, so it'd be fine. I'm okay with this. He gives Phoenix Downs, I think. If it's the same as Cosmo Canyon. Or you could just give nothing like a jerk. Let's see how it is. Alright, one more try and I'm going to the desert. There we go. Yeah, these guys are great. Like, such an easy way to get X potions. All enemies are Palmer, and all enemy attacks are Creepy Touch. I like it. That sounds excellent. Frog Fantasy VII. I really do wish there would be like a cool chat. How am I on the beach? Let it be known that the beaches in this game extend incredibly far away from the actual beach. Okay, well that time I was kind of close. I'll give him that. Yeah, I wish there was like a cool challenge we could do with frogs, but it would just be really boring because you just can't do any damage with frogs. You'd just be doing no damage all the time forever. Good time to get Clear Tranquil. Maybe for meme week this year, I'll make a mod where we're all frogs and all the enemies are frogs. And we just have to go through the whole game. Meme week's the only week that we could do something like that and it would be not boring. Alright. Just add one Touch Me. We'll add one enemy called Touch Me F in the back row of every fight, and you have to kill everything in front before you can hit them. The Frog Troll mod. The Touch Me F mod. And 5 X potions. Probably gonna need a few more. Unless I actually take the time to grind for levels, which I don't want to do. Yo, Fox, thank you so much for the 29 months. Health and happiness to one and all. Thank you, my man. When we talk about no spoilers for the remake, we're specifically talking about the Tokyo Game Show trailer and also the trailers before and after it. Like, that's the specific trailer that people are asking not to spoil. That one is, like, the second most recent. Give me those potions. Like how you said these potions are an easy steal and I still miss it, like, all the time. What's up, Kratos? Yep, we've been talking about it. I mean, not talking about it, what happened in it, but just the fact that it exists. Uh-oh. Yeah, the stuff in Medeal is pretty high-leveled, and I'm not high-leveled, so that's part of it. Hey, how's it going, Logo? Yes, if you revive someone with a curse ring, their death sentence starts over. But there is a way to, or wait. There's a way to keep it at 0 seconds, isn't there? I think if they die and you revive them, it stays at 0 seconds. If you death force it, then it just goes away once it hits 0. But I think if you die and then revive, it just sits at 0, which gives you the bonus from Tifa's weapons, even though it's not ticking down. Something like that. I don't do that strat very often, so I don't remember. No, I will not be getting a gold chocobo, even for the weapons. Yo, Meru, thank you so much for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Those others are kind of nice, too. What months do the badge changes on? 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 9 month, 12 month, 18 month, 24 month, 28 month. No, 30 month. 30 month? 30 month. It's 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and then every 6 months. I should just do the desert. Spirals don't want to show up in the field. Stop it. Yeah, we have Magic Brad. I wish I had gotten Brad Breath, because it would help for the soldiers in the next section. But I didn't realize at the time that these two sections were combined. I could go get Frog Song, which wouldn't be a bad idea. The only thing with Frog Song is it only hits one enemy, so I might as well use Magic Breath instead and just wipe them out. Brad Breath is great because it just eliminates the whole field. But so does Magic Breath, if you're strong enough. Just takes more MP. Hey, how's it going, Raging? Good to see you, man. I made a terrible mistake. I hope I don't die. I haven't saved in a while. Just gonna play it safe. I haven't saved like since we started grinding. When they roll up, they take 50% less damage, and it's like actually kind of a lot. It's kind of a problem with curse rings. Alright. Let's give this a shot, although I don't really know if I'm ready or not. I have Tranks, and I have some X potions. I think we'll be alright. I feel like I should do the Wutai side quest to get Sid's weapon, though. Actually, does Sid have a weapon there? I think he does. Why not? We could even do the smuggle glitch to bring in materia if we want, but I'm not going to do that. That feels a little too much of a goon. But I could. Bring in Neo Bahamut and have a good old time. And this version doesn't even... You don't even need, another save file. Like, you can just do this on this save file alone. Because when Yuffie leaves, you have less materia, so you can just grab the next materia. Or less characters, I mean. This might have been a bad idea, actually. To go in with the curse rings. Oh my god, they're missing because of the darkness. Okay, Sid's like, I've had enough of this. How's it going, Young Smoke? It's good to have you here, man. I like how Barrett just appears. What the heck's going on here? Get the 2 guys that cuss the most for this side quest. Perfect. This is not the right music. It's fine. It fits. I don't know why I did that first. This game is completely bug-free. It has no issues whatsoever. I don't know what you're talking about. Talk. Speak. Speaketh. Calm down. It's drinking day. Pong. Pong. I think Wutai's theme is underrated. The more I listen to it, the more I realize like how good it is. Yeah, that's the thing with this soundtrack. It might not be my favorite to listen to, like, just on a whim. If I could choose one soundtrack to listen to, I'd probably pick, like, Kirby 64 or Celeste, because they're just more, like, I can listen to them at any time, in any place. But this soundtrack is, I think, the best of all time, in my opinion, because of just how well it fits the game. Every theme is so perfectly crafted for that specific moment. Where does the cage come from? You know, ninjas. American Ninja Warrior. That's her practice room. Plot cage. So here's the deal. There's two ways this fight goes. Way number one, Raps doesn't use Arrow 3, and we win. Way number two, Raps use Arrow 3, and we die. Because that's kind of the way it's gonna go. I have all Gigas Armlets on. Arrow 3 will completely annihilate us. Yeah, it is that bad. Even if I didn't put on Gigas Armlets, it would still obliterate us, but with Gigas Armlets, it'll 100% kill us. I should have put Sid and Cloud in the front row. Arrow 3 is worse than Supernova, confirmed. It's one of the strongest attacks in the game, I would say, in terms of bosses. Like, the only thing worse I can think of is Lapis Laser, and that's because Lapis Laser is spammed the lower his health bar gets. Whereas Arrow 3 is kind of rare. It's not really rare, but just, he doesn't spam it. Unless you're me, then he'll probably spam it. Oh wait, he was in the front row? But yeah, I can't think of an attack that's more annoying from a boss than Lapis Laser and Arrow 3. I mean, like, Heartless Angel is really tough, but usually you can beat him, but like, kind of the goal is to beat him before he does it. Lapis Laser is incredibly frustrating because A, he uses it more the lower his health bar is, B, he spams it if you destroy both of his arms, and C, he has a, like, 40% chance of opening the fight with it. So, yeah. Oh, and, you know, unlike a lot of attacks in this game, there's absolutely nothing you can do to defend against it. It's like a shoot element attack that cannot be reflected or blocked or anything. Like, you can barrier against it, that's it. You can barrier and you can sadness, and that's it. Real talk, I had no idea that Magic Shuriken was there until like a year ago. I think that's the last item I ever found in this game. I never knew that was there. In fact, I remember like going in Black Chocobo and seeing that Yuffie had a weapon called Magic Shuriken, and I was like, is that real? I don't think that's a real weapon. I think that was like an unused weapon. You didn't know about the nail bat? Yeah, the nail bat's kind of weird because you don't want to specifically screw up that puzzle, so... Okay, that's what we came for. That's what it's all about. Yeah, those enemies are awful. They're really not that bad, but the problem is it's a pincer attack, so they do double damage. That becomes a big problem when they already do pretty good damage.